Today we're going to be taking a look at our science board. So the question that I am going to go over in more detail is number 1, because that's the one that most of us had the most trouble on. Let's look at 2 and 3 first though, however. So number 2, this illustration shows the relative positions of a light source, an apple, and a piece of paper, and a person. Which of the following best explains why the person shown is not able to see the apple? So let's look at the light source here. Remember, we need light in order to see, because the light is going to bounce off of things and send the image to our eyes. So let's look at A. Light cannot reach the apple to reflect off of its surface. Let's test that. Can light reach the apple? Yes. So let's cross that one off. The piece of paper is reflecting light energy from the light source. So is the piece of paper right here reflecting light energy from the light source? That one I'm confused about, so I'm going to put a little dot there just to see. Okay, let's look at letter C. No light from the light source is able to reach the person. Well, I know that that's not true, because it is able to reach the person. And D, the light reflected off of the apple cannot reach the person's eyes. So there's light reflecting off of the apple, and it's being stopped by the paper. So I know that D is the best answer because the light that's reflecting off of the apple is being stopped by the paper, and I checked it. Okay, now let's move on to number 3. A map is provided that presents information on a certain region of the earth. Based on the information on the map, at which location are mountains most likely to form? So we want to look at mountains. We know that we have to look at the map. Okay, so let's look at this. I see that this light color here, I'm looking in my map key. I see that the light color here is the continents. This darker color is the oceans. These arrows show me how the tectonic plates move. And this line here shows me the boundary of the tectonic plates. So looking at the map, I can see that this continent is moving this way, while this continent is moving this way. I know that when tectonic plates push against each other, it creates earthquakes, it can create volcanoes, and it can create mountains. So I'm going to look at where that tectonic plate boundary is, and that's at point B. So I know that B is my best answer. Now, let's dig in to number 1. This table provides information on 4 different systems for transferring information digitally over distances. If a system is needed that can send images over a distance of 2 kilometers and cost less than $12,000, which system would be the best choice? So I know that I need to send images over a distance of 2 kilometers, and it has to cost less than $12,000. So let's go through and check all of these. So it has to send images. A can send images. B, only voice and text. So I'm going to cross off B. What about C? That's just text. I'm going to cross off C. D, text and image. That does have image. So I've already gotten rid of B and C. Now we're going to check the distance. We have to have a distance of 2 kilometers. Let's look at A. Maximum distance of signal in kilometers, 1 kilometer. That won't go far enough. I'm going to cross it off. And now I only have one left, D. So I was able to get rid of A, B, and C, And my best answer is D. On our science board for last week, we had 3 people get number 1 correct, 7 people got number 2 correct, and 14 people got number 3 correct. If you have any questions about how I answered these questions and how I looked at them to find the answers, please leave me a little message down below.